Hey, hello, folks, and welcome to the Let's Go Fishing show. We're glad to be back tonight. We kind of had a little hiatus there last week, and Mike pulled a fasting on us, Bill. He pre-recorded the show and then run out there to fish with you, so we didn't get to do it live.
I know, but boy, I'll tell you what, we had a good time out there, though.
We sure did, Bill. We enjoyed every minute of it, and we had some good company with you and Max Meredith, and we really had a good time out there on Dale Holler last week. And so we're back live tonight. The phones are on, and anybody got any calls want to make in or whatever, we're here to answer them, hopefully. You know, as you all can see, I've got Bill and Mike for my guest, and I want to say hello to Dad, and next week's his birthday. And
happy birthday, old buddy.
Happy birthday, Dad. And because we'll have the show, you'll have the birthday before we do next week's show, so we're going to tell you happy birthday tonight. And we want to say hello to Polly for sure, and special hello to Max Meredith and Mimi, his wife. Bill.
Yeah, he been my fishing partner since 1983, son. When he lived in Florida, he'd come up here on Thanksgiving and Christmas and fish with me, and we've had a good time over the years. We really have. And now that he's moved back up here, we're really having some good time.
I heard that. So I hope Max is getting to watch the show, and he's called and asked me how to do that, because we got some film we're going to show, and we got some pictures of some of the fish that Bill and Max caught, and the film of what Mike and I caught, and that kind of thing. So we've had a nice trip there at Dale Holler. So
let me tell you about the pictures that me and Max has got. We would have had more, but we had one of them smartphones taking pictures. But that smartphone wasn't as smart as I thought it was. Max, he'd hand it to me to take a picture of him, and I don't know whether it was me or the smartphone. I was a dummy or the smartphone was a dummy. We couldn't get the pictures to come along.
I heard that, Bill. I know exactly what you're talking about. I used to have one of them things myself, and it was smarter than I was, and I gave it up.
I think that's what this was. It was smarter than I was.
So we do have some good pictures of some nice smallmouth we caught out there, and we'll get into that film right here in just a minute, and then we'll come back and talk about the how we caught some of the fish and that kind of thing, and help anybody out that might be headed that way. And we even tell a little bit about the walleye fishing out there, Bill.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, they sure was after them out there last week.
Yeah, well, I talked to the fellow that was from here that was out there, Bob Gamble.
Mm-hmm.
And Bob fished 5 nights and had 30 walleye.
5 nights and 30 walleye. Man, alive, that Bob, he's on them, boy, I tell you. But there sure was a lot of boats on the lake out there last week trolling for them.
They really was, yeah. And Bob said he was right in the middle.
Yeah, well.
I don't know how Cal must keep them running into him.
I don't either. I wished we'd have known where he's at. I'd sure like to holler at him. But anyway, we'll get to the film. Herschel, are you ready? All right, put us on the film. Folks, Mike and I are down here on Dale Holler. We're in Mitchell Creek, and we just been fishing about 10, 15 minutes. He's got our first fish on here. Pretty small mouth. He's not a giant, but boy, he's pretty. Mm-hmm. All right, Mike, you've done good. I'm proud of you. At least you've proved that 100-mile trip wasn't wasted.
Yeah.
All right. He hit the big jig too, didn't he?
Yeah, hit that big jig.
All right, let's get on it. We down here to catch a bunch of them. Okay, folks, remember the sponsors and Let's Go Fishing, and we hope to get some good film here the next day or two.
That's a good. You figured out he's real quick. We probably should have brought us a dip net. Oh yeah.
It's good for a pounder or better.
Yeah. here where I can get a hold of it. Hold on now. I don't want you doing that now. Take it easy. Got him, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Got him, Mike. Sure did.
Yes, sir. That's
What do you
nice,
think about that now, Mike?
It is a nice 4-pounder.
Huh? Yeah, boy, pretty, ain't
Oh, he's a pretty one, too.
he? All right.
Cool, dude. I'm fat.
Yeah, folks, that's our second fish now. We're gonna put him back. Take off, buddy.
Yeah,
There you go. Watch
Yeah, there.
it. Still going. Man,
Yeah.
all right.
All right, Steve finally got him another one on here. Let's see what this one is. Another
He's
good one.
big Mike, but he's a lot meaner.
Not meaner, too.
Yeah, he's a lot meaner. Sure is.
All right.
All right. Whoa, now. Hold still. Hold still, buddy. I'll get you. Got him now.
Got him
Nice
there.
that tongue down.
Yeah.
All right, Mike.
Back at him. See if we
Number
can get
3.
another.
Mike's got on a good fish here. Hopefully we can get him in. I ain't seen him. There he comes. My old golly bum. What a largemouth. Goodness gracious. Man. Man. Buddy, that's a 5-pounder if he's an ounce. That's a dandy. Yeah, how, huh? Man, how healthy that son of a gun is. Gee, boy, that's a good one, Mike. All right, back in the water he goes. Man, boy, that's a dandy. All right, let's see if we can get another one. 31 feet, all right.
All right, Steve's got one on here. Yeah, nice smallie. Oh, watch him go. He's tearing up the water down here.
Got him on that 8-pound test line, Mike. I don't want to force him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got him hooked pretty good. Come here now, bud.
He's a little wild.
Yeah, he's a little wild. There he is.
Yeah. Good 3 pound or so.
Mm.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Nice one. Nice
All
one,
right,
too.
Mike. Gonna put him back in the water.
Yeah, put him back. We'll get another.
Old Mike's got a big smallmouth on here, folks. Golly, bum. Oh, that's a big largemouth. Man alive. Daggone it. All right. Yeah, that's a dandy. Another big one. Boy, I tell you what. Golly, bum. Turn him around sideways. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, buddy. That's a dandy. Got dew on the light lens or camera lens. All right, Mike, that's a good one. Okay. Okay. Get another one, bud. Folks, it's Thursday night. Sun's done set, getting dark. Mike and I are out here on Dale Hollow. We're down here below, let's see, what is that, Mike? Willow Grove. And as you can see, the moon's up already. And we're going to pull in here on this little ledge and see if we can catch some of these smallmouth. So remember the sponsors. Let's Go Fishing. Mike, let's get them.
Get him, too.
All right. Folks, Mike's got our first fish here. It's a big Kentuck, man. Nice. Attaboy, Mike. Boy, look how pretty that fish is. I'm telling you, that looks good. All right, back in the water and get another.
All right, Steve's got one on here now. Nice one.
Whoa, Mike.
Yeah, he's a little wild.
He's a little wild, ain't he?
Yeah. Real small man.
Now, buddy, hold on just a second.
Yeah.
Tangled up and everything, Mike.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I'll give you here just a second. Got him now.
Got him now.
Yeah. Get him unhooked here. Oh, yeah.
Get on the wild side.
Oh, he's hooked good. There we go. Like to have a 10-pounder hooked like that.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah.
Got a good picture of him?
Pretty good picture of it.
All right. Well, that they'll holler smallmouth, folks. They're awful healthy.
You ain't kidding. All right.
Go.
We get back after him.
All right.
Well, I thought that was recording, but it wasn't. All right, Steve's got a fish on here. We can get him in here and see what we got. Yeah, nice smallie.
Yummy. See that, don't you?
Yeah, another nice smallie.
Good boy. I don't know, Mike. I don't think I want to try to swing him up the boat. Might break my line.
Might do it.
Whoa, come here now, buddy. Got him.
Get a hold of him now.
Got him now, Mike.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Well.
Yep.
Yes, sir. That's a nice one.
Uh,
That's a nice one there. He's chunky now.
Yeah,
No
boy.
doubt about it.
all right, Mike. You got him on film, mate?
Got him, I think so.
Okay. Damn, he just got off. Kiss my ever-loving grits. Yeah.
All right. See what he's gonna do. He done in my dang line.
You got in your line. Trying to go on the back side of you. Hope you'll line this away.
Yeah, he done wrapped up in it now.
Done wrapped up in it. All right, I'll get him off here, hopefully. Filming, Mike?
Yep, they're filming.
All right, we get the fish here. Yeah, got him. Oh, yeah. What do you think about that, Mike?
He's all right.
Huh?
They're nice one.
Yeah, we got a mess, ain't we?
Yep.
Lines wrapped around and everything else. All right, fish back in the water. Okay.
All right, we'll get her straightened out here. All right. He finally hooked on to another. Beginning to wonder if he's going to be able to keep a hold of him or not.
Whoa, yeah, he ain't made up his mind yet, Mike. He's trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, pull them fish can pull hard. I'm telling you, man, they can pull hard.
Yes. Nice.
All right.
Get back at him. All right, Steve. See what you can do with this one. Yeah. Whoa, what a big smallmouth. He doesn't let it get off.
Dogs almighty.
All right, Steve. He's trying to get off on you. Whoa, he got him. Yep, well. All right, you got something that don't know what it is. Right yet, but he said it's pretty big.
I don't know, Mike, about this deal. Well, you know what happened here.
Yeah, you knocked the thing out of the paddle.
Yep. Gotta be a cat, Mike.
I think he is.
Gotta be a cat, yeah. He's down on the bottom and I can't budge it.
Huh.
Yeah. Gotta be a cat. Yeah. You don't want to come up.
Well, we'll see what he'll do here in a minute. Yes.
I think he's just figuring out that he might be hooked or something's wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I think he's about to get mad.
Think so, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
He's pulling the boats, all I know. I'd say we better get the trolling motor fixed, because we may have to run him down here in a minute. Well, I think he just swished his tail there to figure out what was going on. I see bubbles coming up. I don't know how that little old hook's standing that, Mike.
he decided he wants to go back to the other side now, huh?
He's going back to the other side of the boat now. Well, I thought that. Okay, he's come back over here now. Uh-oh. I felt his tail hit the line then, Mike. What in the devil we got a hold of here?
Hello. Yeah.
Well, you gonna fix the trolling motor?
You went all the way down here just so Brad Lockett could show up, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. He's trying to bury up the bottom down there. Yeah. I think he might be getting tired now. Maybe. No. 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 He thought he was. I gained a couple turns on him in, Mike.
Did you?
Yeah. I think we might be getting somewhere. Oh, golly, bum, what a fish. Lord, have mercy.
Yeah.
I want you to look, man. Yeah, son, he ain't liking that light business a bit.
Yeah, he's about
Yeah.
3 foot long or longer.
Goodness gracious. Well, I couldn't hardly got them big smallmouth in I've been a fooling with right here. What I want to know. What is that, Mike?
I don't know.
Huh?
I couldn't really tell.
Whoa, he got second gear then. Yeah, Ollie, but what in the world is that?
Hard to say it's a drum.
Huh?
Hard to say it's a drum.
No, think that's one of them big lake traps? Golly, I want to see if that work, Harp. That's exactly what that is, Mike. A big carp. I mean a big one. Oh, Lordy. He's headed for the dam now. Golly bum, what in the world is that thing doing? Grabbing my jig.
Thought it's something to eat's all I know.
Huh? Yeah. How long we been fooling this thing?
Oh, about 10 minutes, I guess.
Shoot. There he is, bud.
Yeah.
Huh? Whoa, come here now. Don't break my line. All I want's my bait back. Come on.
Yeah.
Get up here. Yep. Boop, 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 boop. There you go.
Oh, well.
Oh, well, nothing. Damn it, can I not wire that thing down?
You get a hold of a couple like that, and you wouldn't even have to have no big motor.
No. Just look at him. Buddy, he just don't want to wire down at all. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now then, there he is. Well,
Yeah.
I thought.
He's,
You got the needle and those pliers handy?
yeah, 30, 40 pounder at least.
Yeah. I want you to look there.
Yeah.
Well, if he don't make a run, I might get my bait back here. Maybe. Maybe. Gone, Mike.
You going to?
Oh, heck. There went the chunk.
Well,
Yep.
maybe you can get you another one. All right, Steve's got a fish here. I don't know after that last one whether he can count this one or not.
Yeah, we will count this. I'm back here where I can get him.
Oh, yeah.
Get him in the boat. Whoa, Mike. Hold down now.
Yeah.
Hold still. Got you.
Yeah. Very nice Molly.
Good boy. All right, Mike.
Here now.
Got him on there, Mike.
Got him on there, buddy.
All right. Here we go. Get him up here in the boat.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a large mouth.
Yeah, large mouth in
Sure
there.
is, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's a good one.
That's a good. Okay, Mike, get your bait in the water. All right, folks, Mike and I just got out here on the water here at Dale Hollow, and he's got a little largemouth there. Mike, that's a starter.
That's a starter, too.
Okay, bud. Good deal, folks. You see the moon back there in the background, and
Got on pink and black.
got him on pink and black. Now listen, we're gonna change up a little bit tonight. We got a dip net in the boat, and we're gonna net our fish, and then because we lost a lot of fish last night, a lot of good fish, trying to get ready, you know, get them on film. So we're gonna film them, but just fighting these things and waiting and letting them get off. We're gonna try to dip net them, and then we'll get a picture of them after we get them in.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, remember the sponsors, folks. We want to thank them. Can't do it without them. And let's go fishing.
Gotcha.
Mike, hold him up here. Right there's a nice 2 pound, or better, largemouth that probably wouldn't weigh a pound and a half on Norris or Watts bar. Just that fat. Good job, Mike. That's the second fish of the night. Let's stay at it.
All right, Steve got him a smallmouth, yeah.
Can you talk a little louder so we can hear you on the camera? Small fish, folks. We're going to get him back in the water there. Try to get a bigger one.
Yep. All right, get back at you. All right, folks, Steve's got another nice molly there. Pretty good, Steve.
All right, Mike, let's keep trying to get him.
Still on that black, ain't you?
Yeah.
All right, we'll stay after him.
Old Mike's got a good smallmouth there now. Attaboy, Mike. That's a nice one.
Nice one, too.
Yes, sir, buddy. Pretty fish.
Pretty fish, too.
All right, get you another one, bud. All right. Folks, we out here on the lake here at Dale Hollow Saturday night, and Mike's got a nice, 5 pound smallmouth right there. I mean a nice one.
Good, man.
Yeah, buddy, that's a good one, Mike.
Fat, man, I'm telling you.
Actually, he caught that on his first cast. So, there you go, Mike. Good deal, man. Remember the sponsors, folks. Let's go fishing. All right, here you go. We're doing a little different. We got a net with us. We're going to net them because we've had so many jump off here trying to film them. We're going to net them and then get a picture of them. So, good deal, Mike.
Get back after him.
Mike's got her second fish here. Attaboy, Mike. He ain't as big as that first one, but he's a pretty good fish.
Pretty good fish, man. Is he on the side of that jaw?
Yeah.
Get me blowers.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Well, that's good, Mike. When you hook them like that, we don't have to worry much about them getting loose. Yeah.
That dang jaw.
Yeah, bud. Okay. I'll get on the trolling motor and keep us in position, folks. And while he gets that off of there, he done got it.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Good deal, Mike. Yeah. Okay, let's get another.
All right, Steve got him one there, big largemouth. It's a nice one.
Yeah, bud.
Good 3.5 pounder.
Pretty fish, Mike.
Yeah.
All right, back in the water.
Back in the water. He's gone. Try to get another. All right. Steve found him another little smallie. He's good, about 14 inches or so.
Okay, Mike, let's get a big one.
Try to get a big one.
All right, folks, there you go. You know, Bill, I guess that old big carp was the highlight of the show.
Hey, that's the highlight of the trip.
Yeah.
We talked about it for 4 days.
Yeah, we sure did. I'll tell you what, that thing was a tussle, buddy. I like to never got that thing up off the bottom.
I know. Yeah.
But anyway, Herschel, while we're on to this, can you show us those pictures that we got ready to show?
One of them.
All right, there you go. Yeah, that's a nice smallmouth that Bill's got right there, and flick another one up there, Hirsch. There you go. There's Max right there, man.
That's my fishing partner there. He was the life of the show.
Yeah, and but that's a nice fish. That Max was telling me about that fish there. I think it was about, what, 22 inches?
Yeah, it was a dandy.
Yes, sir.
And I tell you what, he had to turn two back that we didn't get pictures of because of the camera wouldn't work for me.
Yeah.
One of them smart cameras.
Right, yeah.
There's another fish that old Max has got right there.
Yeah.
That's an awful good fish right there.
Yeah.
We had as good a luck as I've ever had down there as far as good fish.
Yeah. And so, man, you know, like I said, me and Mike, we lost some good fish trying to get them on camera. We're going to have to come up with something better. Because when you slack up waiting on that cameraman, or I know what I'm going to do. Mike's going to hold the camera, and I'm going to fish.
Yeah, that's right,
Yeah, that's what we'll do, Bill. Me and you will fish and let Mike just ride for the cameraman.
Yes, sir. That's exactly right. There's old Max there. I cut the top of his head off of that one right there, but I wanted to get the fish.
Yeah.
I done missed two of them that the camera wouldn't take the pictures.
Yeah. Well, Max, we was wanting to fish. We didn't care about seeing Max. There's another good fish, folks.
Yeah.
You know, there's old Bill with another big fish. Had some good fish.
We had some as good as I've ever had.
All right, and that's there ain't no two ways about it. Right quick, let's talk about the baits. Well, let me say this. We mentioned the walleye a while ago. Look, folks, there was a lot of boats on the water out there this past weekend.
And all of them was walleye fishing.
Yes,
and they were trolling. Most of them were.
Yeah.
I talked to Bob Gamble this morning, and Bob was out there. I'm surprised I didn't run into him, but I probably wouldn't have known it. You know, fishing at night and hit dark. I'm sure we passed close by one another. So we were in the same area, smallmouth fishing, and he was walleye fishing. But Bob, he was there for 5 nights, he told me, and I believe him and another fella was there for 5 nights, and they had 30 walleye.
30
and they were jigging. They were jigging the spoon under the lights, but not They weren't stationary. They was moving around. But the trollers, I never seen so many trollers. I counted 9 trollers on one spot out there. I don't know how they ever seemed to get from being tangled up all the time, but there was a bunch of trollers there.
Yeah, they was. When we might come out of the creek there, I don't know, I guess it might have been Thursday night or Friday night. The lake wasn't really heavy Wednesday night and Thursday night, but when it come to Friday night, we popped out of the creek there and fished that first point coming out, you know, and then it was kind of dark when we had looked down the lake. Well, I thought, man, I told Mike, I said, we'll never get on a point. I said, they've got that lake covered up. Well, we get down there in the midst of them, and it's walleye fishing.
Yeah, walleye fishing. Yeah, they were all trollers.
Yeah.
And I talked to one man, and he had just caught one, but his partner was behind him there, and I talked to him, and he'd already had 5, and they were using a deep running crankbait out there, and wasn't hitting the bottom or nothing. The thought seemed like the walleye were suspended, just like some of the bass were.
Yeah. That's what we heard too of talking, and they was telling one another they was getting about 20, 21 foot deep.
Yeah, right.
And, so that sounds about right. And we seen a lot of fish on the depth finder, Mike, you know, in that range. Some of the bigger
smallmouth was like that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You'd get it on the bottom and then just start widening it, and it was coming up all the time. And once it got the depth where the fish was, bam, he would take it. And he was up off in the bottom.
I agree with you. They sure would. We had several bites like that. Folks, we had a lot of film. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know, we had a good trip. I can't wait to get back out there and all that kind of stuff. Our baits range from a spinner bait to a jig. Bill, any special colors?
Well, I tell you what, I started out with watermelon, and with a watermelon seed chunk, you know, and it produced. But I tell you what, when I went to black and black, it started to produce a little bit better. I was using a black hair jig with a number 11 pork chunk on it, and the fish liked it. They really did. And Max, he was doing the same thing. He was changing, he caught an awful good fish on a purple jig.
Yeah.
And with a purple pork chuck on it.
Yeah.
And but the jigs, just different colors, but black worked real good and purple worked real good. Spinnerbait, we catch a few on spinnerbait, and I lost more fish on spinnerbait than I caught. I had 4 or 5 real good fish on spinnerbait, but they come off right at the boat.
Yeah. We lost a lot of fish too. Mike got a couple on the camera that was nice, and that I let get off right there at the boat, you know. And when you slack up when them fish coming up, and they're in that deep of water, 20 foot and more, if you ever slack up on him, he's gonna get loose.
That's exactly right. I lost 3 in a row. I couldn't believe it. I lost 3 in a row, and they come up there and jumped, and the jig come back at me.
Yeah. I hear you. Oh,
Max did the same thing. He lost a bunch of fish also.
Yeah, we did lose a lot of fish and that kind of thing. And we had nights there, you know, we'd only put 5 or 7 fish in the boat, and then the next night we'd put 12 or 15.
That's right. Yeah.
It just way it was, you know, with that kind of thing. But anyway, that's kind of what we had down there, and had a nice trip and really ate good, Bill.
Hey, son, we did eat good. I can feel it now. I think I must have gained about 10 pounds.
Yeah. I'll tell you that for sure. All right, let me give you all a quick heads up here on a couple of things. Next week, they had the King of the Hill 3rd tournament last weekend over here at Milton Hill, and I'm not even going to tell you who won it, because John Cook is the president of that Blue Ridge Bassmasters. And John, I took him my camera last week, and he's got the film, and I'm going to let him tell us that. He'll be on the show next week. He'll be over here to do that. You know, that Milton Hill, boys, it's a tough one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It whips the best of them, I'm telling you. So anyway, we'll have John over here next week, and then the week of the 24th, I've got Brad Knight, won the FLW Forest Wood Cup out in Arkansas. Brad's going to be my guest that week, and so I wanted to give y'all a heads up on that so you could be making arrangements to watch the show. And here's Mike and Bill, something we've talked about for 2 months now. I want to give a special thanks to anybody or any person that's been, whether you threw the blacktop out or made sure somebody did or whatever, if you was involved in getting that road patched up there going to Point 19, I want to give you a special pat on the back and a thanks.
Yeah. Hey, son, it really needed it. I talked to a lot of people, and I hope one of the persons I talked to had a little influence, but I don't really know that.
Yeah.
So ever who it was, hey, thanks a million.
That's exactly right. Mike, yeah, I know you feel the same way, and you know, we went political route with this, and every kind of way we could go, and Robert McCamey, want to thank you and to pass the word along, because I heard that you did, and I didn't get to see the council meeting, but I know that you did pass that word along, and we appreciate that. And the road commissioner there in Anderson County, want to thank him for sure. But like we said, anybody that had any involvement in it, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, Robert and the road superintendent, I know both of them. I know both of them real well, and they'll do anything in the world to help us. I know they will.
Well, boy, I tell you what, it sure needed. And
Yeah,
I hope
it
one of
did.
these days, guys, you figure out that we might need to put a little coat of pavement on it, hopefully. But getting the holes patched has been a big help, I'll tell you that.
Claiborne County had anything to do with it, we appreciate them too.
Union County, you mean?
Union County,
Yeah, anybody that had anything to do with that, we want to say a big thank you, because it sure needed it, for sure. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the East Tennessee Sportsmen's Association, we had the meeting. I told y'all about this last week. I just had something there I wanted to bring up that I probably didn't tell you about. They got shirts for sale. I think the short sleeves was what, $14 and $20 for the long sleeve shirts, and they look really nice. Sure do. And I didn't know that if I mentioned that last week when we done pre-recorded the show, but I did want to mention that. And then also too, folks, you know, if you're not a member of this organization, thank you, Herschel, very much, man. If you're not a member of that organization, call and ask Willie or Bud. You know, if you don't know what it's about or got questions, call those people right there and talk to them a few minutes, because there's a lot of good things going on. And the last meeting, they had Mike Jolly there that really gave a good talk to all the sportsmen, fishermen, hunters alike about what he read. He kind of iterated what the TWRA mission statement was and what they were represented and this kind of thing. So do get involved in that organization. We need it.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Sure
it is a good organization, and if we don't get behind it, hey, it's hard telling what's going to happen down the road.
That's the only way that we've got a voice is to be a membership like that, to go before them and tell them what we want. I mean, you know, one person talking to one game warden out there don't get nothing done. Or you can go online and as he was talking about, and put on there what your thoughts are and stuff, what you'd like to see done. He emphasized that several times in the meeting there, that people can go online and talk to TWRA. They really look at that stuff.
That's right. They sure do, Mike.
Yeah, that's a good point, Mike. They really do. That website's good at times and bad at times. So let's call that one a good one. So anyway, we're moving right along, and here's something that I found out last night. I got on my computer there at the house. I always try to go at least one night a week before the show and spend a few minutes going through tournament trails and this, that, and the other. Well, anyway, the Tennessee Team Trail had their classic down on Chickamauga last weekend, the 28th and 29th, and they gave away a boat, and I think it was a boat, motor, and trailer was first prize. But Joe Lee and Jimbo Harris won that boat down there last weekend. And this so happened, when I found that out, I called Joe's number, and about 10 o'clock last night he called me back. And he said the fishing was so good down there that he was off yesterday, and he went back down there to fish.
Don't blame him. I know little Joe real well, son.
Yeah.
He's a good little fisherman. He really is. He's
sure
certainly a good fisherman.
And anyway, I'll give you a couple of rundowns. And that was the Tennessee Team Trail, and their classic was Joe Lee and Jimbo Harris was first. James Rose and Chuck James was second. And the winning weight was 42.08 for 2 days. And the second place guys had 35.99. Brian Harvey and Mark Malden was third with 34.86. Eddie Baker and Roger Brown was fourth with 33.91. Dale Pelfrey and Jonathan Boland, 33.83, was in fifth. And Jack Dunaway and Randy Harris was sixth with 33.66. And then John Swallows and Gilbert Guerin was seventh with 33.32 pounds. So, and it went on and on. They had several boats in it. I think about 84, 80, maybe a little more than that. So they had a good turnout for their classic down there, and congratulations to Joe and Jimbo and that kind of thing. And Bill, I'm going to iterate on what you just said. There's a lot of good fishermen in this area, folks.
Some of the best.
Some of the best. I guarantee you. Brad Knight just proved what I've said all along. Joe Lee. There's just you go to Cherokee and there's 100 different fishermen up there that you've got to beat that lives on that lake.
I guarantee you.
Douglas the same way.
As good as they are.
Good as they are.
And they'll make the rest of them
Yeah.
right here in Knoxville.
Yes, sir.
Brandon Calder.
Yes, sir.
Brandon's
Brandon.
done real good in the big time.
Yes, sir. So we've got some fishermen in this area, and not only bass fishermen. These guys that catfish and bluegill fishermen and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about all species and crappie. Man, you know, these guys that know how to get them.
That's right.
They know how to get them. The rockfish the same way. These people do that, and so you know we're just. The competition is tough.
That's right.
Anything you want to get into right here, it is tough. There's no doubt about it. So.
I'm glad I'm just fishing for fun anymore.
Me and you both, Bill.
I'd hate to be against some of these fellas.
Yes, sir. We're well blessed with quality fishermen of all species right here in this area. Let's get a call here and see who we got. Hello, caller.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Ed, how are you, man?
Pretty good. I'm sitting up here on north.
Ah, that's gummit, Ed. I thought me and you agreed you wasn't going up there on Thursday nights.
Hey, water temperature's 84. I thought it'd come down some, but it's gotten harder.
Yeah. Are you catching any, Ed?
Well, I caught one little largemouth on the Carolina Ridge worm. But hey, them big gars up here on this island I like to fish.
Yeah.
And, I think I'm getting a good bump, and then all of a sudden I bring back nothing but my dang line, and they're just biting like they got razor blades.
Yeah. Hey, we've had that happen to us the last 3 or 4 trips up there, Ed. Sure
Man, I
have.
wish them things wasn't in here.
Huh?
I wish them things wasn't even in here.
I hear you. I hear you. They definitely been snapping that line up there in places and happened to Bill.
That's right. They sure have.
Yes, sir. Are you on the lake right now?
Yeah.
Boy, that sounds good. You hadn't had any smallmouth bites yet?
Not yet. I'm gonna throw that jig here in a little while.
Okay. All right, Ed.
You stay with that. You stay with that jig, Ed. And that there bait that you showed me there, son. That's a crackerjack.
All right.
Yeah, Ed, good to hear from you, buddy. Hey, if you get on them, call us tomorrow and let us know, because we think about going up there tomorrow night.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate you, Ed.
All right, then. Thank you.
See you, buddy. All right.
Bye.
Well, that's good. Ed's watching the show and fishing, too. You can't beat a deal
Can't
like
beat that.
Can't beat it, Bill. But, folks, you know, back to these fishermen in this area, man, and like I said, you got, shucks, I don't know, I told about that the other night, 204,000 square miles of water to fish, and that's from Chickamauga to Douglas and Cherokee, and that ain't counting the rivers and streams, you know, and just on and on, 700 and some, almost 800 miles of shoreline. So, man, you know, we got plenty of water and plenty of resources.
Yeah, we got plenty.
Got plenty.
Hey, need to take advantage of it.
I
We need
agree.
to take advantage of it. Just take care of the fish.
That's right. That's exactly right. So, and all kinds of species to fish for. That's a big thing. One other quick thing. I want to say this about the Lee family. Jake Lee just has been named to the BASS All-American team. And I think there's 15 kids out of the high schools now. This is high schools, folks. 15 kids over the nation, and Jake Lee, Joe's Sonny's grandson, and Joe Lee's son, Jake. I've had him on the show over here before. He's been selected to the All-American team for BASS. Him and 14 other people.
Yeah.
So
that's an honor.
That's an honor. Young boys, you know. Hey,
Well, he's got the blood behind him. There's Sonny and Joe. Well,
yeah.
they've been fishing for a long time.
Sure have. And Joe Lee and I have fished 2 or 3 tournaments together. We got paired together and this, that, and the other, and I always enjoyed fishing with Joe and being around you and my dad and Sonny and you fellas back in the day, you know, when that Loudon Club was real big and you guys was fishing with them. So anyway, congratulations to Joe and congratulations to Jake for his being selected on that All-American team. So, and that's just from some of the things that they've won and participated in. And let's see, next thing we want to go to is The volunteer bass trail still got a couple more tournaments. Most of the tournaments are about over with, folks. They'll be scattered here and there. The Heartland Classic, it's going to be coming up here in a few weeks. But the volunteer bass trail, Phoenix organization, along with James Knuckles, the director, their next tournament's November the 14th on Chickamauga, and then they'll go November the 28th at Cherokee. So you can look for that. And then John Cook will be telling more about the Blue Ridge Bassmasters and the King of the Hill thing over here next week when he gets here. And then we got the Heartland has got the Milton Hill Division's got one September the 5th, and then which that'll be this coming Saturday. And then Douglas Dam Division 33, they'll be at the dam there on the 5th, which will be Saturday. And other than that, all the Heartlands are finished up except for their classic, and it'll be October the 16th and 17th on Chickamauga there out of date. So then they'll turn right around and start the fall schedule, Bill.
Yeah, well, you know, here this coming weekend, I talked to a boy today that was telling me that this coming weekend, the deer season opens, bow season. The deer season for bow hunting starts in Kentucky, and he was leaving in the morning going to Kentucky, and I think it opens Saturday morning, and he's leaving in the morning going to Kentucky deer hunting. So the deer season is here on top of us. Yep. Plus the football season here, high school and college.
Yeah, that's right.
So that'll take a whole lot of them off the lake. Get off the lake side, boy.
Yeah, buddy. That's right. Yes, sir. Man, you know, yep. Well, yeah, we like it that way, don't we, Bill? When there's a lot going on. Yes, sir. That's right.
I don't deer hunt, and I don't go to the football games, but I do watch them when they're on the TV. I'm a big Tennessee fan, and I'm for them 100%.
I heard that. I am too, Bill. I am too. I might have to listen to them occasionally on the water, but I like to hear them win, and that sounds good. Let's see. There was one other thing that I was going to mention, and I forgot what that was, but we'll think of 3 minutes. We need to go to commercials. All right. Mike Richards, I want to say hello to you. All right, Herschel, I'm glad you Good. I'm glad you let me know. Mike Richards is sick and in the hospital, and we hope him the best.
We sure do.
Yes, sir. Sure do. I didn't know that till right then. I really appreciate that.
That's the first time I knew about it, too.
Yeah.
Mike, if you need anything, all you got to do is let any three of us know, buddy. We'll be there in a heartbeat.
That's exactly right, Bill, for sure. Folks, remember our sponsors. Can't do the show without them. Got to have them. Thank the world for them, and you know, just whenever you go by, make sure you let them know that you appreciate them sponsoring the Let's Go Fishing show. And they all got some new things coming up, going on, you know, from the sign shop to the Citizens First Bank, Tim Stires, and on, the Knox Area Rescue Ministries, Reynolds Racing and Marine. Glenn's got several good used boats and motors down there if you're looking for an upgrade or whatever. Rome Street Grill, can't beat the food. Pamela Ann's Fudge. There's some things going on with that outfit that their product may be available in several places. You may not have to pick it up at the gift store. You may can get it in several places. Bill, I can't say anything other than that because it would be I don't want to think about the legal ramifications of that. So anyway, be expecting that to be some big news breaking there just any day. Shared Treasures, always there to help you if you got stuff that you'd like to look at, and they've got antiques and stuff for sale. And the Mount Pisgah Bible Ministry, anything, if you've got anything to do with Bibles or would like to help that organization, we'd appreciate it. But I thank every one of these sponsors, and we thank them all, don't we, Bill?
Exactly right. Can't be without them.
Can't be without them, folks. We sure can't. We enjoy doing what we're doing and hope that you all are. And Michael Trail, I haven't heard your phone call to tell me about the stripe fishing on Watts Bar. and I know you was down there yesterday because I called and you wouldn't answer your phone. So give us a buzz over here, Mr. Trail, and let us know what's going on. And Herschel, how much time we got? All right, folks, we're gonna break with commercials at the end of the show, and Bill, glad to have you and Mike with me.
Always glad to be here with both of you.
Okay,
I've known you ever since you was knee high to a duck.
All right. Hey, God bless, and see you next week, folks.
They've got these truck tires here. They're stacked up overhead high. I mean, just hundreds of them. So don't forget that. And you specialty tires, your ATVs, lawn tractors, skid steers. They've got about, there ain't no doubt about it. He's got any kind of tires you're looking for, and if they don't have it, they can get it for you, I guarantee you. But they've got a bunch of different tires here in stock, and make sure you think of them if you need some tires. Folks, showing you just a few more of these tires. I'm telling you, there's a warehouse full of tires here. Also, right here, we got these trailer tires, and I'm out of that 100 that he ordered, I don't see very many left. I was told he was going to get some more. So if you're still needing those trailer tires, utility boat trailer tires, folks, right here be a good chance you get a good price on them, and they're nice tires. So remember Tim's Tire, and if you're needing tires of any kind or any size, give them a shout. Thank you. Hey, folks, right here's another thing.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Hey folks, I'm here at the Rome Street Grill in Harriman. We're going to go inside and talk to some of the workers in there and let them, the manager, let them tell us what's on the menu. Hello folks, I'm here at Rome Street Grill in Harriman, and I've got Sam here, one of the servers here, and she's going to tell us what they got to offer you as far as food goes. Sam, go ahead.
Well, we offer a lot of home cooking. We have a daily special every day, Monday through Friday. On Saturdays and Sundays, we do a buffet. Saturday, we have fried catfish, all you can eat. It's $11.99, and on Sundays, we do a full buffet. Fried chicken, 3 main meats, 10 to 12 vegetables, salad bar. It also has dessert. Every day, we have something special. We also offer prime rib on Fridays. We have fried oysters most days of the week. They're fresh. We have some daily specials outside of. Well, every day we have a special, but we also have other specials, like you'll see them on our boards here today. We do chicken livers. We sell a lot of chicken livers or gizzards. We have homemade desserts. Generally, there's 5, 6, sometimes 11 desserts.
Oh, man. Hey, folks, what can you say about a menu like that? Rome Street Grill. Come down and visit with them. Remember the Let's Go Fishing show. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
All right.
While investigating a